Can you imagine being in a Zoom meeting and you are up in the next 5 minutes for your part of the presentation, and your executive team is there and you're really excited about what you're going to be presenting, and then all of a sudden you start sweating and you're getting flush, and you're like, no, not now, not again. It's a hot flash and you are just embarrassed and you don't know what to do. It is your time and you're like, why do these things happen? What's happening in my body as a woman in midlife? Hi, I'm Carrie Burrows and I am a certified health coach for women in midlife. And I work with busy professional women just like you who are off in their hormones and they are trying to deal with the symptoms of peri-menopause and menopause. And hormone imbalance is one of the major changes that we physically see and we physically feel within our body. So I wanted to talk to you today about some tips. So I went through this myself, and it could be an awful thing to be thrown off balance in our hormones with hot flashes, night sweats, not sleeping, weight gain, brain fog, feeling off. And I dived into this subject as I've been in healthcare for over 2 decades. I started as a research scientist, so I'm a science geek. I go back to the data and the science behind it, and I've studied it. So now I offer programs that help busy women like you so that you're not in this situation of going on a Zoom presentation and the hot flash is coming and it's noticeable. And so I wanted to give you some tips today centered around your nutrition and things that you can eat that will help regulate those hormones naturally. Because sometimes we don't want to go on the hormone replacement. We don't want it just a magic pill, right? We want the right natural things for our body because it is still a natural process, but we don't want those awful hot flashes in the middle of going through that. So it's based on our 3 basic sex hormones that are usually off. So I'm just going to talk about just those briefly. So those are our estrogen, our progesterone, and our testosterone. And when we are going through perimenopause, which some women are getting it earlier and earlier, but it starts anytime age 40 and up, believe it or not. But it's usually in that mid-40 range. But many women are experiencing perimenopause earlier. And perimenopause is actually when you have the most physical symptoms of it and feeling it the most. Everyone just thinks of menopause as that, but it actually starts much sooner and we get those symptoms a lot sooner. So I wanted to go over some of the things that lifestyle that actually can also affect our imbalance. So things like our sedentary lifestyle. So are you sitting behind a computer 8-10 hours a day and you're not getting enough physical movement? Are you drinking too much caffeine to get through the Zoom meeting and whatnot? Are you drinking too much alcohol at night because you're stressed, right? And you're trying to, if I just have the wine at night, that's going to help my balance my hormones and maybe help me sleep. Not so much. Sleep is a huge contributing factor to us being either imbalanced in our hormones or to help balance our hormones. So getting a good quality 7 hours of sleep, which is very difficult for women because that's our hormone imbalance. It's a vicious circle. Our hormone imbalance causes the sleep problems, and then our sleep problems cause the hormone imbalance. So that's why we need to try to regulate what we best can naturally. And then our happiness affects our hormone balance, our joy, and our stress level, because our cortisol level rises, our epinephrine is off, and so that causes other issues and weight gain and problems. So I wanted to talk about just some natural foods that you can add to your daily diet. And you can't just eat these once a month. Say, all right, I had some broccoli today and I don't need to have it for another 6 months. So that's not what I'm saying. It's these are foods that you should, or category of foods that you should try to have a lot of. So one is wild salmon, or even just good, healthy, fatty fish. And why I say wild salmon, we want to try to get the wild caught, not the farm raised. Because the wild caught's going to be obviously the most natural. Farm raised, a lot of times they're given antibiotics and all of those things that actually add to hormone imbalance. So try to stick to, if you can, a wild caught good fatty fish. As I said, broccoli, it prevents estrogen related cancers, and it's high in fiber, which helps eliminate extra hormones that are in our body to help us balance them. So broccoli. Our nuts and seeds. I am a lover of nuts and seeds. I don't know if I'm part squirrel or what, but I use them daily. Having them just as a snack, but you want to also too, you want to have like, these are like natural, organic, just not raw almonds sliced. These are great on salads, on top of like a yogurt, something of that nature. And then I just happen to have here, these are pepitas or pumpkin seeds. These too, I can just eat these as a snack. I sprinkle them on my salads instead of croutons, and those are a great addition. So nuts and seeds, flax seeds, chia seeds, hemp seeds, walnuts, almonds, pumpkin seeds, all of these things regulate our hormone, and they help actually boost our progesterone, because it's one of those that we're losing, and we want to try to regulate them. So seeds and nuts, and plus they also have those healthy fats that are good for our skin and nails and our hair, and make us feel beautiful. And so sweet potatoes, which is a tuber. I would say not do white potatoes, but a sweet potato has different phytochemicals in it, and it's sweet, so you don't even need to add anything to it. So I actually find it like a treat to have. I wouldn't eat a whole sweet potato, but I would probably eat a half. And you can just roast it in the oven when you have something else in there, or you can even just microwave it quickly. But they have vitamin B6, and they help our liver detox, which aids in getting rid of the toxins, which help us aid in hormone balance. Excess toxins that we just live with in our life. We breathe them in. They're in our water, they're in our soil, they're in our environment, they're in our hair products, our makeup, things of that nature. You want to try to eliminate them, and if our liver isn't working properly, we're not able to eliminate them properly. And then actually, we also sometimes create excess hormones like cortisol when we're stressed. And during COVID, we've been really stressed. And so we need to be able to eliminate extra hormones that our body doesn't need by having a sweet potato. Another great one, and this is another one of my faves, is the avocado. Same thing, you can use these, some people are eating them like for breakfast, on like Ezekiel bread. So I would recommend I wouldn't say avocado toast, because I really feel people should be away from white flour and gluten, because that's actually one of the food sensitivities, and actually one of the things that does cause weight gain and insulin problems. But try it on Ezekiel bread, or cut it up and just put it on your salad. Or like, I love making cauliflower nachos because I love Mexican, and I cut it up and put it on top of that. So try to see how you can incorporate avocado. Also, when I make a superfood smoothie, I will usually use a half of avocado and put that in there. And that healthy fat is so good for our cells. That's like everyone says, oh, you shouldn't eat fat, you're gonna get fat. That is not true. I think if you were eating maybe 20 of them, that might be a problem, but a half of one a day, I say, is a good thing. So it's good for hormone production. We still wanna produce hormones. So a good fat like that helps us produce it. It also has magnesium, potassium, vitamin B6, vitamin E, and vitamin and folic acid. Coconut oil, as we're on healthy fats. So coconut oil is another one of those healthy fats. and it's called a medium chain fatty acid. Actually, some people will cook with coconut oil. Some people will actually put it in their bullet coffee if they're in like a keto. Some people will roast with it. Some people actually swish it in their mouth and it supposedly whitens your teeth and they'll actually swallow it after. I haven't done that, but I know people do that. Women do that. You can try that. But coconut oil is good because, again, it helps our liver detox, but it also is an antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory. So good for our cells, for our hormone balance. Next, I say, well, for those who can have them, is eggs. I actually am allergic to eggs, so I can't benefit from these, but I want you to benefit from them. So eggs in any form, and I know for so long women were taught, don't eat the yolks, don't eat the yolks. Only eat egg whites because it's fat and fat's gonna make you fat. The yolks have so much health in them, eat the yolks. Or if you want, have one egg white and then one whole egg and eat that how you want. But they contain vitamin A, D, E, B2, B6, B9, iron, calcium, phosphorus, potassium, and choline. All of these nutrients in eggs are the nutrients that our hormones need. It's one of those nutrient-dense proteins that our body needs. So make an egg souffle or a frittata or something of that nature. Whatever it is, incorporate eggs, except for me, like I can't eat them. So I have to find these nutrients in other forms, and I actually take supplements because I can't get enough in my daily diet. And then fruits and vegetables, just that, and same thing, balance in the fruit. We don't want too much sugar, but some sugar is okay. And because they contain phytoestrogens, and those are found in 300 plants, and we need those in our body to help regulate. Estrogen is our female hormone, and the one that really starts lagging behind in our 40s and 50s and beyond. So think of how you can incorporate these into your diet. Calcium-rich foods like yogurt. I do still have some dairy. I don't eat a lot of dairy, but I do eat some, and I recommend something like this. Like, this is a organic Greek plain yogurt. I do zero fat. You can do whole milk, but there's no added sugar. That's the key. You're gonna have some natural sugar because of milk has a natural milk lactose, but you don't want the yogurts that have like the fruit on the bottom and it has 16 grams of sugar in that little thing. This is Oikos. It's a 000 blended Greek yogurt, and this has no added sugar. So if you're looking for something that just has a little bit of flavor to it, this one is banana. This is a great option, and it gives you still all of those things that you need, including the calcium and potassium that we need to help regulate our hormones. So I know that's a lot, right? But it's really not. And I'm going to continue to help you find natural ways to balance your hormones, but every body is different. And I don't want you to go through that hot flash in your Zoom meeting and your presentation. I want you to be beautiful and confident and bring it and show your amazing sparkle. So if you feel like you're in this place and I cannot figure out how to balance my hormones, please contact me, and I'm going to put in the link how to get on a Reclaim Your Energy, Balance, and Joy breakthrough session. And we're going to take a 45-minute bird's eye view of where you're struggling, what you're doing, what you're not doing, where your mindset is, and how we can maybe work together to find that balance for you and joy so you're feeling amazing. So my heart to you. I can't wait to hear maybe some of these new foods or recipes that you're going to try with some of these foods in it. And I look forward to getting on a chat with you and seeing how we can help balance your hormones. Have a great day and trust your heart.